you now have, okay. You guys now have peers that you can go to for help. It could be employment. It could be just social issues that you may be having and you want help with. It could be issues with your SSA and your ISP meetings. It could be issues with your families. But now you have 5 peers to be able to go to and talk to. And I would like for each of them to introduce themselves this morning. I think all of them may be here. We might be missing one of them. So, Austin, would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself and just tell them a little bit about yourself?
I'm sorry, I was mid sip of my coffee. All right, hello, I'm Austin Speakman. As Connie said, I'm one of the advocates. 22 years old, and graduated from CHS, Chillicothe High School to be exact, and went to Pick Ray Ross via the option 4 program, and that was fun for like 2 years, and then did like a student worker job there, and then went here.
That's great. That's great. And Austin's, tell them kind of what your passion project is this year and what you'll be working on in 2024.
Oh yeah. Like I plan on I kind of want to plan on like working on like the schools and all that, like helping like improve schools for people with disabilities and especially with autism.
Yeah, that's great. And Austin, tell us about your coffee cup today.
Oh yeah, coffee cup. In case y'all didn't see it, is this one. It's a Tears of My Enemies coffee cup. At first I was drinking water out of it because it's funnier. But then I realized I need to wake myself up more, so I put some coffee in here.
Nice.
Albeit iced coffee, but still.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. The favorite cup I have in here. It's not mine, but you know.
Hey, it's okay.
Like,
well,
I couldn't
thank you,
find
Austin.
the one that I usually use. Was it?
Good. All right. Well, thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. And let's see. Next on my screen is Noah Hiles. Noah, would you like to introduce yourself?
All right. Well, my name's Noah Hiles. I am 25 years old. I graduated Chillicothe High School of 2017. My project is Special Olympics, and I'm a advocate with the Pioneer Board of the Rouse County Board of Disabilities, and my project is trying to group people do Special Olympics who could be coaches, athletes, and volunteers. So that's
great.
my project.
That's great. Noah, do you drink coffee?
Yeah.
Do you have a coffee cup today?
It's like
nice. Oh, the coffee protein shake.
Let's go.
Healthy and delicious. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Bryce.
Bryce Kelly. I'm 27. Graduated from Vandy Trace, and now I work for the board, of course. And I just got a regular blue cup here. But my kind of passion project for us is to work on the media side of things and to get the word out there. You know, have podcasts for people and have them tell me their stories. Maybe it's people that we serve, or maybe it's people that work with us, and you know, I just want to get the word out about us.
That's great. Yeah. So you're going to see a lot of media released this year from Bryce. So he's going to be probably coming around to the day hab programs eventually and asking to interview some of you just to talk about maybe some of the interesting things that you guys do. And just to create more awareness in our community about all the great things that you guys do. So we're really excited about that, Bryce. Thank you.
Can I add on something real quick?
Yeah.
I like to mention we will be releasing some videos throughout March, so keep an eye out for that.
Yes, exactly. Great job. All right, do we have Connor or Anthony with us yet this morning?
I didn't see them jump in.
Yep, I don't think they're there. So we also have two other advocates, Connor McMahon, he graduated from UNIOTA. Actually, he's 22, I think, or am I wrong? He's somewhere in his early 20s.
Or 23.
And
He's 23.
23, yeah, something like that. And he actually just last year was diagnosed with Asperger's. So he is brand new to kind of the developmental disability field, and he's got a lot to learn. But he would be a great resource as a peer to talk to. And then Anthony Mustard, which some of you guys may know. Anthony's passion project is mental health awareness in our field. So he's really working on maybe creating a peer-to-peer support group where it will just be people with disabilities. It would be you guys coming together and just talking about mental health and just being, having kind of a social circle and a safe place to talk about that stuff. So really exciting things. These guys all have business cards and emails here at the board, phone numbers. So if you guys want to, we will eventually get you their contact information. So Lori put that down on us as a to-do for us.
Mine has a QR code.
Yeah, so today I'm facilitating this meeting, but in the future, you're going to see our advocates facilitating this meeting. The thing about an advocacy meeting is that the people that are members of the group should be facilitating it. It is your meeting. This should all be information that you guys want to know and hear about. And you guys should be kind of putting together the agenda and working to that. So in 2024, we're going to let our advocates kind of facilitate it. And then next year, hopefully we have a good solid member base, and we can maybe have like elect a president and a vice president and a secretary and kind of move forward to a little bit more structured meeting. But this year we really just want to raise awareness, teach you what advocacy is, and make sure that we have a great group of individuals that have a passion to make Ross County better for everybody with disabilities. So now we'd like to meet our attendees. So we don't go over or too long, let's just say your name, what you do during the day, while you attend Goodwill, or you may work at Kroger. And then tell us about your coffee cup, if you have one. So do we have anybody that joined us other than First Capital Enterprises and Goodwill?
No.
We have Lori Graves. Why don't you introduce yourself, Lori?
Hi, my name is Lori Graves. I'm the Community Connections Coordinator. I also work with our advocates. And today I have a cat on my coffee cup because it's the one my mom handed me as I walked out the door. So there we go. That's my cup. And I told you guys, I'm going to give out a prize every month to who has the coolest coffee cup. And this month's winner is going to get a Lori G Comedy can koozie, keychain, and lanyard. So a little something. It'll change every month depending on what I feel like giving you. So
great. All right. Thank you, Lori. And Trish Wallace. Trish, you're on.
Hello. Hi, guys. I'm Trish Wallace. I'm the Community Inclusion Coordinator. So I help with a lot of recreation things for the adults and at the school. Most of you guys know me already. So I don't drink coffee, but I have tea in my BrewMate tumbler.
Nice.
So there we
Good.
go.
Awesome. All right. Amy, we got a special guest today.
So Amy is actually not over here right now. She had to step away for a minute. So it's just us and the individuals.
Okay, that's fine. I was actually talking about Amy Beeler.
Oh, okay.
Not that Amy Conrad isn't a special guest either, but
all Amy's are special. I'm just saying.
All Amy's are special, yes.
But hi, I'm Amy. I'm the superintendent, and I'm so excited about these meetings. But I do have to say that I'm disappointed in myself because my coffee cup game really, really needs some help. So I promise that I will get better next month. So thank you all for being here.
Great. Thanks for coming, Amy. Okay, I have someone here with me.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
Hello. My name is Hunter Robinson. I am a prep cook at Roosters. I just celebrated 6 years. This year I was actually appointed to the board to be a board member with a person with disabilities. So
Great, great. You're going to hear more about that later. You want to tell them about your basic coffee here?
oh yes. So all I have right now is just my basic white girl coffee from the coffee hub.
Yes, yes. You haven't been to the coffee hub, it is wonderful. And then I have a provider here with me today. So she probably didn't know she was going to get on camera,
Yeah.
but introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Carrie Crow, and I'm a DSP for SOAR.
Yep. It's great. Carrie's everywhere, so you've probably seen her before. Okay, and let's FCE or Goodwill. Who wants to go first?
We'll go first.
Okay.
All right. You wanna come up and
I'm
introduce
sorry, I just
yourself?
kind of jumped in. Are you just introducing everyone?
Yes.
Yep. Just say your name, and I'm assuming that you all attend Goodwill since you're at Goodwill. So say your name, and then if you have a cool coffee cup today, let us know.
Okay.
Gary, say your name. Can you tell me who you are? What's your name? What's your name? Not my name. What's your name? What's your name? Is your name Gary? Yes, this is Gary. Can you tell him your name? What's your name? Is your name Jacob? Tell him Jacob. Hi, buddy.
Hi, Jacob. How are you? Jacob's a Special Olympics athlete. I know Jacob.
Okay. Can you turn it just a little bit more?
Yeah, it's on Byron.
My name is Brian Martin.
Listen. Tell him again, they didn't hear you.
My name's Byron.
Byron, nice to meet you.
Byron, yes.
Just what's your name?
Hey Trey, can we move
What's
you
your name?
over?
What is it? Can you tell? Tell me your name. What's your name? Tell me who you are. Yeah. What's your name?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Summer.
Stay still. There you go. Right here. Can you tell me your name? Joe.
Oh, my show. Oh, my show. Oh, my show.
Can you guys hear us?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
We have Michelle and
My name's Virginia.
Virginia. Yes. Virginia. And then we have Chrissy over there. She's barely in the view.
Yeah. Trey, buddy, can you move out of the way so your friends can say hi?
Next.
All right. Here we go. There's Chrissy.
Morning, Bart. Rick.
Come on.
Morning, Bart.
And then we got Brian Park and
Brandon.
And I know like Virginia and Brian, you guys have been around for a while, and I know you both have been involved in advocacy in the past, right? So this shouldn't be new stuff to you guys. And then yes, Mr. Brandon. Good morning, Brandon.
Morning.
And who do we got?
can you tell them what your name?
Hey.
Trey, will you tell them your name?
Oh, I'm trying on Big Show.
Trey. Nice to meet you, Trey. Good. And Trey, is Ben hanging out behind you?
Yes, I'm gonna pull them around so you can see.
Because I first met Ben because of advocacy. So I know Ben's been around it and knows quite a bit about advocacy as well. There he is. There he is, Ben. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for attending, and hopefully you'll learn some stuff today and come back next time. So let's go over to First Capital Enterprises. First Capital, you're muted if you're trying to talk to us.
Yeah, you having technical difficulties?
Yeah,
They were having technical difficulties. They might just be listening today.
Okay,
Okay.
that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Okay, guys. So part of advocacy is you guys getting together as peers. And when a group of people get together, it's called networking. And so today, I just want to start out by teaching you a little bit about advocacy. And I have a video for you guys to watch to kind of let it hit home with you a little bit. And also, this training comes from We Thrive Together. And they are a virtual, let's see, hold on. I don't want to get it wrong here. I knew I was forgetting something to pull up. Has anybody heard of We Thrive Together?
Yes, they work with OSDA and do a
Okay. Well, Ross County has became a part of the VIP experience for We Thrive Together. And they have over 120 virtual events per month. And you guys have the opportunity to have access to all of this, all of these events and services that they provide. So next, at the next in-person meeting, which is 2 Thursdays from now, 2 weeks from today, we will be helping people register for We Thrive Together. So they have a tech training hub where you can, if you're interested in learning more about technology, there's tons of videos and step-by-step instructions there. There's over 750 videos just on advocacy and learning about advocacy. So we're really going to be using a lot of that in our advocacy meetings. There's a wellness hub. So there's things, if you're wanting to to get healthier, you can do that. And then there is a friendly caller program. So if you are just needing a friend to chat with, they have a whole program in there that you can sign up for and have a weekly call from a volunteer just to chat. So pretty cool. And then there's a daily check-in service. So you can get into your app and you can say if you're having a great day, a bad day. And if you're having a bad day, they'll actually send you some resources on things that may help you have a better day. So, and then there's a whole events calendar of 125 events per month. So if you are you should never be bored again, right? And all you have to do is go on here, register as a Ross County individual, and you'll have full VIP access to this program. So we'll be rolling out more about it, and we will keep helping you. But today's trainings have come from that. So let me try to share my screen here. And first is unlocking the power of networking. So this comes right from We Thrive Together. And it just talks about what is networking. So when you are when you're a member of our advocacy groups, the number one thing you are doing is building relationships with your peers. So this is giving you guys a group of people to get together and talk about issues, good or bad, that are happening in your life. And you guys can work together. You can connect, you can share ideas, and you can support each other on how to make those issues, better, right? So this can be professional or personal, just if you don't have a lot of friends, this is a great way to get together and meet people that are like you, right? And so you can build more friends. Or it can be more professional, right? You're looking for a job and you don't know how to find one. A lot of these peers will have jobs and they can help you with that. And then also the whole advocacy world, right? Is like, I went into this restaurant, my wheelchair wouldn't fit through the tables. You know, the whole restaurant had to stop eating and look to see what was going on, and I didn't feel good. And so this is a safe place to talk about those issues and then figure out together how we're going to fix it, right? In a positive way. So creating a lot of awareness and doing some projects to make Ross County better. Benefits of networking. You know, you guys all live with a disability every single day, right? So once you guys take over this meeting, you guys will really be able to share a lot of resources that a person without a disability doesn't know, right? So you guys will be able to really share a lot of knowledge and ideas that can really create some of these big projects that you could work on in our community to really make a major change because you guys live it every single day. So it's hard for people without a disability to do that because we don't know, right? Yeah, if you guys have anything to say, feel free to speak up.
I'm advocating for more jobs, like.
Is that Ben talking?
Yeah. If people want to work, they should have that opportunity.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
I wish they would have had something like this for us when I was in school.
Yeah. So Hunter's saying like he really wished they would have had something like this when he was in school because it would have helped. I think a lot of you guys did go and graduate through the local school district systems, and you know, a lot's changed in the last 10 years, and definitely a lot's changed in the last 20. So it would have helped if you guys would have had advocacy groups or peers to kind of talk to and learn how to really speak up for yourselves, because in school that was really intimidating to do. So yeah, so anyways, so the biggest thing that we want this advocacy group to do is network. So make sure when you guys are a part of these meetings, you really use your voice and don't be afraid to speak up, because if you're thinking about something, somebody else is probably thinking the same thing. All right, so with that being said, I'd like you guys to watch this video. Just got to learn how to use my computer again here. And this came from We Thrive Together, and I love it.
Oh.
In the garden, there's a caterpillar and a snail that are basically best friends. They hang out 24/7. They do dinner, movie nights, crafts. So they're like maybe the cosplay on top of like whatever else caterpillars and snails do, like eating leaves or something. Anyways, one day they're on their way to a party that's right outside the garden, and they have to go through the fence to get there. So the caterpillar goes right through. The snail is stuck. Michelle is just too big and won't fit into the wire. So she's like, crap, I can't get through. Maybe like, can you lift up the wire? Or maybe we can build a little bridge or something. And the caterpillar's like, dude, just go under. But she can't. There's just no way that the shell is going to fit. The caterpillar's like, go under, come on, we're gonna be late, and I'm trying to hook up with that super cute ladybug. But it's not happening. The shell will not fit under the wire, and at this point, Snail's getting kind of frustrated because it's not like she doesn't want to go to the party. For some reason, Caterpillar just isn't getting it. Yeah, it's not that easy for me. I just can't crawl under the fence like you can, so I would really appreciate your help here. Maybe we can like go a different way, and this just like sets the caterpillar off. What the heck? Just because I can crawl or stuff doesn't mean that I have it easy. Do you even know what it's like to have 16 feet? You don't, because finding shoes is a complete nightmare. Whoa, I'm not saying to have it easy. I'm just saying I can't go under the fence because of my shell. That's it. I have a shell and you don't. And there's some stuff that's easier for you that's harder for me. Just like, I don't know, jack about finding shoes because I don't have feet. Caterpillar thinks about this for a second and realizes the snail is right. I mean, he's never had to think about shells or slimy trails, and that's a privilege that the snail has never had because she has to think about that stuff all the time. That's part of being a snail. And it's kind of like that for everyone, right? I mean, we all have our own struggles and challenges, and some of them are small, and some of them are huge and really unfair and beyond our control. And a lot of the time, it can be hard to see what someone else deals with because you've never been in their shoes. Shell. I mean, like maybe you're gay or trans, have a disability or different religion, or of course the obvious one, you're a member of a different race. I don't know what it's like to be you. I know what it's like to be me. So it's really important to stop and try to see the other side so we can help each other overcome those obstacles together. It's like sometimes you're the snail and sometimes you're the caterpillar. Oh yeah, okay, so then the snail and the caterpillar figured out that if they went to the other side of the garden, they could get through a little break in the fence. And while it took a little longer to get to the party, they did the trick together, which is what made it so great. So they got to the party, and the caterpillar looked up the little ladybug, snail taught everyone how to do a wobble, and the party was everything. The end. This video was illustrated by the very talented and lovely Cat Black and written and narrated by yours truly, Jessica Reed. Please check out Cat's channel and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!
Oh, was everybody able to hear that and watch that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what are your thoughts on that video when it comes to advocacy?
They spoke up for themselves, though, I know that.
What was that, Ben?
They spoke up a lot for themselves, I know that.
Yes, yeah, the snail really had to speak up for herself because Caterpillar wasn't having it, right?
Right.
Yep, it's good. And they don't know, right? They live different lives, they live very differently, and it's hard for someone. Let's use the shell as a wheelchair, right? I'm looking at Ben and Trey right now. You know, life for you guys looks a lot differently than life with someone who doesn't use a wheelchair, right? But it doesn't mean you guys shouldn't experience the same things. So I think this, to me, I like this video because I think it kind of concludes inclusion, right? We should all have the same opportunities no matter how we get there, right?
I have this thing, everybody needs to be treated not. They shouldn't put labels on us. I really
Absolutely.
that.
You know, I was just about to say that about labels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Absolutely.
throw the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I can relate with the snail a little bit because one of the struggles of being in a wheelchair like is getting stuck places sometimes.
Because we're not all the same.
aren't.
Tell us
Like,
yeah.
I think the one
If we
thing that it taught us, the one thing that video taught me at least, is that sure we have a lot of differences, but that means that with those differences, there's a lot of things we have in common too. You know, like
Absolutely. We all want to party.
You know, yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Especially me.
Yes. Oh, shoot. All right, guys. Well, we will have more trainings and videos like that coming to you, and we will help all of you eventually get registered for that full VIP service through We Thrive Together because it's a great resource. So there should never be board time ever again, right? Always something to do. So before we run out of time here, we do have a guest speaker today, and some of you, he did introduce himself. Some of you may know him. But Hunter Robinson, so the law, our world, the developmental disability world is based on a lot of laws and rules that we have to follow. And we'd like to teach you about more of those laws and rules eventually so that you guys better understand why decisions are made in your lives. But last year, one of the rules were changed for that a person with a disability served by the county board has to be appointed to the Board of Developmental Disability. Is that the right way to put it?
Yes.
So we had a board member who had been a board member for how many years? A long time. I don't know, maybe like 12. I think he was near the end of his term, and he came ill and he had to step down of being a board member. So it was a perfect opportunity for our superintendent Amy to go kind of recruit and find a person with a disability to be on the board. So who appointed you? The Ross County Commissioners appointed Hunter Robinson as our first person with a disability served by the board to be on, to be served by the board, to be on the board of developmental, to be a member of the board. So guys, I never really understood what the Ross County Board was until I really got into the world. So we would love to teach you more about like who those members are and why we have those members, and teach you more about what the board does. But today we just want you to hear from Hunter, because you guys finally, other than your parents, right? We've had a lot of parents on the board, but now you guys have a peer on the board of developmental disabilities. The board makes all of our decisions. So any kind of contracts that we're signing, any kind of money we're spending here at the board, that the board makes those decisions, right? So Hunter you guys finally have a voice. So I'm going to hand it over to Hunter and kind of talk about, let him talk about his experience of getting appointed and how that happened. So Hunter, can you guys see Hunter?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. So Hunter, how did this whole process start?
So, like you said, you guys were trying to like find somebody to be a board member, and then Amy got in contact with me and she's like, hey, you do want to be a part of the board. I was a little bit hesitant at first, and then you guys kind of explained it to me. I was like, okay, I can do this. But I've learned a lot so far, even though I'm still kind of a newbie. But I know that we are very passionate about our mission statement, about the people we serve and things like that. And our meetings are open to the public. So if you ever have any questions or concerns, you can come to us and talk to us about those issues you might have.
Yes.
Or something or
yes.
whatever.
Very good. I love that you said that. They are open. Any of you are able to attend a board meeting. They're once a month in the evenings and Thursdays. There's a whole board schedule. But I know transportation's an issue, right? But we have started these virtual ends to the meeting, so that might get even more popular here in the future. But also, if you have an issue and you can't make it to a board meeting, feel free. Hunter is always available to talk to any of you, and we'll take any of your issues to the board, right?
Yeah, I'll smack it on the table.
Yes. Yes. Hunter, talk about, there's different committees that the board runs. Talk about the committee that you got placed on.
So I got placed on the ethics committee. So that means once a month, I think, if there's a certain contract we have to review, we'll review it and then we'll say yay or nay, basically. So if Billy Bob wants this type of services, we can look at that contract and see if that fits for him or whatever, or if we want to contract with a certain facility like FCE or one of those, we can look at the services that they're going to provide for our individuals and be like, okay, do we want this or not?
Yeah. You did great. I'm so proud of Hunter. He's learning so much so quickly. And guys, he just talked really well about that and explained it really well. And 3 months ago, he had no idea. Right. So he's learning a lot, and he would probably love to talk with any of you that are interested in learning more. What do you think what are you most excited about of being part of the board?
I'm just excited to basically give my input on being a person with a disability, giving them the insight and showing them, okay, here's the problem, here's how we need to fix it.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Yeah, because we've always just had perspectives of community members and parents, but we've never had somebody who's lived in the shoes ever on the board. So that's very, very exciting that you guys have a voice now on the board. Do any of you guys have any questions for Hunter about his board member status?
So I can't remember if you already said this or not. But how long have you been on the board so far?
Probably 3 months.
I think so. I think was it September maybe?
Yeah, it was like September.
Yep.
Wow.
And his term will go through 2024. And then he will have to be, what's it called, Amy? Board members are allowed to do 3 terms, which are 4 years, and they're allowed to do 3 terms. So hopefully he'll be reappointed, right?
Nice.
But this means like Hunter is not going to be a board member forever, right? So we with this advocacy group really want to train and educate you guys well enough so that one of you can be a board member next,
Yeah.
right?
Because I can't be on the board for very long. I can't be there until I'm 100 years old. I can't be walking up that place.
When they do that so that we can get fresh ideas and fresh minds and fresh
We can
experience.
get we get variety. It's a variety,
Yep.
diversity.
Yep,
Yes.
exactly. All right. Any other questions for Hunter?
I got one. Why don't we start our own advocating board and stuff like that? Speak to the board.
Amy's sitting here in the room with us now. I think it would be amazing if the Capital City Crusaders, which is what we are starting, right, would have twice a year go to board meetings and update the board on things. They love to just listen, right? So I think that they would really welcome us in and listen to what kind of projects you guys have been working on because of issues, that you've experienced. And Ben, I think that's a great idea.
I just thought about that, and why not all of us coordinate and work together? It's not done that way.
Yep.
That's
Exactly.
a really good idea.
Because if you guys don't go tell the board the issues, they're not going to know. And so like you guys can always talk to Hunter or Amy, our superintendent. But also our advocates are meeting with Amy, our superintendent, 4 times a year each quarter to kind of update her on things that you guys are doing. And again, in years to come, that advisory board that now consists of our advocates that talk with Amy will change. So you guys will have the opportunity to be a part of that advisory board and be able to talk to Amy. And those are things she can take to the board to discuss and take action on.
I have one.
Virginia, Brian, I know some of you, Ben, you've been involved in advocacy in the past. What kind of projects did you guys work on back in the day?
Well,
what kind of big issues were you seeing?
I speak out a lot for other people like that are disabled. I know my rights, and some of these places don't like that because I know what I'm advocating for. For our rights, stuff like that, they get aggravated at me because I know what I'm doing. They don't like it.
Well, that's good. You keep doing that. You keep doing that.
Oh yeah.
We also talked about one time I done this class. I did a money class.
Oh yeah.
To manage your money.
Yeah.
I want to know if we can do that again.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Virginia.
Hello?
Actually, We Thrive Together has a whole series of financial literacy classes that you guys can take individually, or we can kind of adapt into our advocacy groups if that's something that you guys would like. It's important.
Yeah.
If you guys want to be in charge of your own lives, you need to know how to do that. So financial literacy is very important.
Virginia, at one of our in-person meetings coming up in the next few months, I am working on getting us a speaker to speak with you guys about financial literacy and things that you might need to know. And you could also ask that person questions. So I'm working on that.
Oh,
How
would you like,
Dan talked about the boundaries. That
people's own
Because I wanna sign up for that.
She wants to know how she goes about guardian.
That was from Michelle.
You like your mother.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. Well, for Hunter, I said the really one of the
Michelle
really
asked a question, but we couldn't hear
Oh.
her. Can you repeat what she said?
She wanted to know what she has to do to be her own guardian.
Oh.
Right now, my mom is.
Right now, her mother is, and she wants to be her own guardian.
Well, I think there's a whole bunch of training that we all need on that, because your own guardianship is very important. And there's a lot of legal stuff with the guardianship. So maybe we can bring in some professionals on that and talk with you guys. Maybe a lawyer. I know the board works with certain people on guardianship. So Lori, write that down and we'll start working on a guest speaker for that. But I think that the first part of this, Michelle, is just telling. Have you told your mom and your SSA that you want to be your own guardian?
Yes. Stacy is helping me work for that.
She said yes, Stacy is helping her work with that.
Great, great, awesome. Well,
Her mom is fighting her against it.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's a lot of scary things for your parents. They don't want to let go of some control. But at the same point, you guys are all adults, and if you're capable of being your own guardians, you need to be. So Michelle, keep fighting for that. Stacy will help you, and then let this advocacy group be the support, the extra support you need, right? Let's get some guardian training for all of you guys. So I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, we got your back.
Yep. Because you guys rock.
You got it, Trey.
Michelle asked, how does she go about that?
Michelle, what we'll do is we'll work behind the scenes on getting some resources for guardianship for this group. And then hopefully we see you guys at the in-person as well. If we don't, our advocates could always come out to Goodwill and present this to you guys, or we can talk about it at the next coffee with the Crusaders. But I'm not a professional in guardianship. I'd like to get somebody in front of you guys that are real professionals and can answer some of those really pressing questions that you guys have. He's behind Trey. Hey, Trey. Trey, could you move to the side a little bit, Trey, so Amy can see Michelle? She's right behind you.
Listen, can I move you over?
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. I just wanted to way better and tell her that I'll get a hold of Stacy. Hi, Michelle. I don't know if you remember me or not, but it's Amy. I will get a hold of Stacy. I'll also see if that We Thrive Together has some resources on it, because maybe with some education, your mom might be more open to the concept of you becoming your own guardian.
Yeah.
So,
And
She said right now her mom's fighting her, and she doesn't like it.
Yeah. Well, and Michelle, you're not the only one, right? And so I think there's a lot of people in your situation. And again, going back to this advocacy group, this is the way we make change. So these are the things, these are the issues we want to know about.
How do I make that happen?
She said, how does she make it happen?
Yeah. We don't have an answer right now, but we are going to help you. Okay. All right. We'll start by working behind the scenes and we'll get back with you.
Well, I'm
Thank you, Michelle.
dad.
All right. So now I want to open this up. Every time we meet, I want you guys talking about crusading for change. Okay. And in this, we want to talk about anything that may have happened to you in the last month out in the community, at work, at day have, in the car, anything in your life that happened that wasn't right. And more specifically, wasn't right because you had a disability. You felt like you were mistreated. Can any of you on this call talk about anything that may have happened in the last 30 days that wasn't right? I know Hunter has something, but I don't know if he wants to talk about it or not.
I do.
Ross County.
It's about our rights being mistreated and all that.
Okay, who's talking right now?
Byron.
Oh, Byron, do you want to go a little bit more into depth on that?
Because there's this guy that's.
Do you want to come up here?
There's this guy that's about 70 years, and he's treating me and Ben wrong half the time.
Is that at home?
Yeah, down there, Park.
Does he work with you?
Yeah.
He's a worker in their home.
He's like a DSP?
Yes.
He's one of the staffs.
Okay, and who does he work for?
Frontier Community Services.
Frontier, okay. Byron, have you told your SSA about this?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And you know what? So from that, I think your SSA can help you kind of in the process that needs to go through. But as an advocacy group, guys.
Because we've talked to the county about it.
Oh, good. That's great. Well,
and then there's this SSA and my therapy, you know.
Yeah.
They want to move out, see if they want me to move out of the apartment.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So those are some big changes for you. But as an advocacy group, guys, you can come up with some training or some ways you can work together and come up with some ways that you can train your staff on how to treat you guys better. Right. And that's not going to happen overnight. It might take us a couple months to put something like that together. But you guys know how they're making you feel. So like start writing that down and collaborating.
We need to be treated like adults, not children.
Exactly. Amen, Ben.
Yeah. We need to be treated like adults.
Yep, for sure. All right. Thanks, Byron, for sharing. Is there anybody else that had anything happen? Hunter, you want to talk about yours?
Okay, so I had an experience with Ross County Transportation, but the issue has been reported and resolved. But there was an issue to where when we had the big snow, they had called me and asked me if my driveway was okay. And I told them, yes, it's fine. So 30 minutes later, I get a call from the people and they said that, hey Hunter, is it possible that you can have your family drive you down your driveway because our driver can't get in your lane? And we said, sure. So I get my sister up and she takes me down our driveway. And then as we're at the end of the driveway, the driver was sitting with his hazards on in the middle of the road, waiting for me to get out of the car to get on the road to get into the car. We had to physically tell him, no, our driveway is okay. So what he does is he puts his front end of the car, close to me, but the back end of his car is still 550. And so, he still could have got hit. But I was able to get to work safely, but we reported the issue.
Yeah.
Stuff, and it was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Has anybody else had any transportation issues in the last month? It's really important for you guys because like that was Hunter going to work, right? And that little fiasco could have caused him to be late to work, and we're not supposed to be late to work, right? So and it was very dangerous. So your safety is very important.
I got one. How do I get to the dance on Friday?
That was Michelle. She said she's worried about trying to get to the dance on Friday.
Oh, are you going tonight to Shine?
I want to.
She wants to.
Okay, yeah, I don't know much about Night to Shine. I think, did you guys have to sign up for that, Michelle? Did you register to go?
Yeah,
Okay, great. And so you're worried about getting a ride there.
like
Who typically transports you?
my staff,
Your staff, and who does your staff work for?
the company I live now.
You know what company it is?
Frontier, I think.
Is it Frontier? No.
Michelle, I think because it's like tomorrow, I would definitely reach out to your SSA today to see if there's any way she or he can help you with that. Because I mean, you want to make sure that Night to Shine's really fun, so hopefully you can get there.
Well, I have to say, I miss my mom and dad.
I gotta go to the back.
Trey, you miss your mom and dad?
Yes,
Okay, well, they're probably working, right?
yes.
Your dad's going to be one of our celebrity basketball players in the DD Awareness basketball game.
Or say me.
We're so excited.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, just be thinking, if something happens in this next month that just doesn't feel right, jot it down and we can discuss it next time. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, in these last few minutes here, we have a couple announcements and then we'll open the floor for any last questions. But on Thursday, February 22nd from 11:30 to 1, we will be, the Capital City Crusaders will have our first in-person meeting at the Dock at the Water restaurant on Water Street. And we will be in the back party room or conference room that they have. Yep. So you'll be able to purchase lunch that day, or you can bring in a sack lunch, and we will have our meeting in that back room. So we're going to have a guest presentation from First Capital Enterprises. He's going to be talking about the Connect program and a little bit more kind of explaining the financial side of the Connect program and helping you guys understand the expense part of Connect. And if any of you are interested in joining that program, he'll be able to talk about those opportunities. And then we'll also be working on We Thrive Together and helping you guys register for your accounts, your VIP accounts.
And Courtney,
and then, yes,
I think I'm ready for weightlifting.
Hey, and you know what, guys, we are working with AP Prep that is right beside the new Goodwill building for our practices. So that's not confirmed yet, but we're working on it. So that'll be really nice for you Goodwill folks. You can go right over to practice.
I would like to tell you another thing. David taught me how to bench press at the gym.
Hey, I'm excited for you, Brandon. I think you're going to be an awesome power lifter. So, hey, we'll talk about that a little bit more later off the advocacy meeting, but DD Awareness Month is next month. So March, we have a full calendar of activities. We want to make sure that you guys are aware of those. So if I share my screen again here, share, and then I get over here. See, it makes me, I get there. Okay. If you go to our website, there's also a link on the agenda that I sent out, but on the Pioneer website, the DD Awareness Month calendar is there. So you can see March 1st, which is the first Friday in March, we are going to be having the Walk for Awareness in downtown Chillicothe. We will start at the courthouse. We'll have a big presentation announcing DD month. And then we are all going to march down Paint Street into the park for a little bit of a fun party down there with some food trucks and some games and things like that. So hopefully you guys can attend that. We have the art show on the 7th opening at the Pump House. So it'll be exciting to go see if some of you entered art. It'll be exciting to see that. Every Friday here at the county board, we'll be having a food truck Friday with different food trucks. And the DD Awareness and Advocacy Day on Tuesday the 12th, there's going to be a viewing. If you did not sign up to go to register to go to the State House that day, there will be a viewing party here at the Pioneer Admin Building. So we'd love to have you guys come here and actually watch the program that happens at the State House on that day. On the 20th, we're having our Special Olympics athletes play nominated celebrities here in our community. That'll be at Chillicothe High School. Rock Your Socks for Down Syndrome Awareness on the 21st. And then our awards banquet on the 27th. DD Month Awards Banquet, and that's going to be at Chillicothe High School this year, so that location is changing.
Am I in that?
Was that Brandon?
Yes.
There are currently nominations are being taken, or wait, are you talking about the celebrity game, Brandon?
Yes.
We can talk off camera about that, okay? And then, but the awards banquet nominations are being taken right now for those awards, and then the committee will get together later this month to decide on who's going to be winning those awards, and then those winners will be announced right prior to the banquet. So you never know; it could be one of you guys.
We have somebody back here who has a question.
Yeah. Yeah. Any questions before we go?
You. All right, go ahead. I do.
We're having a hard time hearing her. Could somebody help?
Wants to know if you can help her with sweeping and mopping and stuff like that. Right? That's your question.
So you're wanting to learn some job skills? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's what she
said.
Yeah.
Job skills.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Our advocates will take note of that, and I think that's something we can definitely throw into our advocacy meeting on learning job skills. I love that. All right, any other last questions before we adjourn today?
Yes,
Comments
Austin won the coffee cup this month.
What about the paparazzi?
Austin,
Make sure to bring your.
You win the coffee cup this month, Austin.
Oh,
I won.
You get the Lori G comedy package. You had the best coffee mug.
Let's go.
So next month, bring all your coffee mugs, okay? We'll do a competition each month on who has the coolest coffee mug.
Hey, Courtney.
Right?
Amy
Yes.
wanted to know when
It's
the
Rick.
t-shirts are coming in.
My picture is going to be. My picture is going.
Lacey, are you on here? Lacey's on here. Lacey,
We should have them ready for pickup by lunchtime on February 26th. It could be earlier, but that's my deadline right now.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, Courtney.
Yep.
It's Rick.
Hey,
McNichol.
Rick. Yep, hey, Rick.
My picture is going to be in the art gallery.
Awesome. Did you do a painting?
No, I take pictures of the crowds.
Oh, cool. Like photography.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm really excited to see all your artwork this year. That'll be great.
Go down there and see them. The moon and the sunsets.
Yep, that's great. That's great. All right, guys. Well, we are excited that you joined us today. We hope you continue to come crusade with us, right? Woo!
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you have a wonderful rest of your day. We will send out some information to you guys with some contact numbers of our advocates, of Hunter, and so that you guys know if you have any issues you want to talk about, who to contact. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Everybody have a great rest of the week.
You too.
Yeah, have a good day, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Summer, sit down, please.